Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We are here with Fred and Q, and we're going to show you Q's on-leash ability to do his obedience commands and the equipment we have chosen for Q. The first thing we have is a 6-foot web training leash that Fred keeps neatly wrapped in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give any correction on the training collar, which is just a small tug and release. And the training collar we've chosen for Q, we will show you and go over with how to use it properly when you get here this afternoon to pick him up. You see Q is sitting nicely on Fred's left, and that is heel position. First command we are going to do is heel, and the command for that is Q, heel. They take off walking nicely. Q stays nicely with Fred's left leg, not forging ahead or falling behind, and has been taught to automatically sit every time you stop your feet. So this helps when you're crossing the street or stopping to talk to a friend. Every time you stop your feet, he's been taught to automatically sit. Q sits a little on the slow side, so it does take him a second to sit. Nice job, walking very nicely with Fred. Nice automatic sit. The next command we're going to show you is the sit stay. One word firm command, stay.
Okay.
Fred turns around and walks out to the end of the leash, and Q is to stay there till he gets his next command.
Okay.
You saw the correction. Q didn't execute it properly, so Fred gave him a correction and made him do it again. Fred's going to return around Q, walking behind him as an added distraction, and stop at his shoulders. When he gets back to Q's shoulders, he expects another command, and they take off heeling again. Good sit. We're going to show you that sit stay again. Q will be seated nicely. Firm stay. Walk out to the end of the leash. And here Fred can do one of two things. He can walk around him or call Q to come. And Q's been taught to come in nicely and sit in front of you to get his praise. He loves his praise. And then they take off heeling again. Very nice. See how he's walking nicely with Fred. We're going to show you that come command one more time. Q's going to be seated, told to stay. Fred's going to walk out to the end of his leash. He's going to lighten his tone and say, Q, come. And Q's going to come in and sit nicely, slowly and nicely in front of Fred. Good boy. And then they're going to take off heeling again. And the next two commands we're going to show you is going to be the down commands. First one we're going to do is down from a heel position. So with your dog seated nicely next to you on your left, take the flat of your left palm and tell the dog to down. And again, Q does this slowly.
No, down. Okay.
Fred turns around to face him, walks out to the end of his leash. And again, we'll walk around Q as an added distraction. And Q should remain down until Fred gets back to his shoulders and gives him a second command. And they take off heeling. Walking very nicely next to Fred. And we're going to practice this all when you get here this afternoon to pick him up. Again, Fred's going to have him sit nicely and tell him to down and stay. A little chilly out here today, so he's being a little stubborn.
Stay.
Good.
Down. Stay.
Walk out to the end of the leash, and we're going to show you the come from the down position.
Q, come.
And he gets up and he comes to Fred, sits nicely in front of him, waiting for his next command. They take off heeling again. Very nice. Nice automatic sit.
Stay.
Stay. Fred's going to walk out to the end of his leash, start out, you know, close to him, and he's going to give him the down from a distance, which is the time you use your right hand. Q's going to go down.
No. Down.
And stay. This you want to start out with working for 30 seconds, working up to 5 minutes. And you can practice this exercise indoor as well as outside because it gives good obedience manners and practice inside. We want to thank you for using Nora's Dog Training Company to train Q. We loved having him, and we'll see you this afternoon when you get here.